Hey everybody, welcome to the Riley and Friends channel. Got a special video for you today. I'm joined by some friends. Jason.
Hello!
Hello! And Demi Gloom.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, he didn't do the thing.
Hello, Gabna. It's me, Just Baz.
Oi, oi, how's it going, mate? It's a bit rude to put that knife in me chest, innit?
So anyway, in this video we're going to do a tier list of the Riley cinematic universe, the Riley lore characters. I just sat here with Demi Gloom and I thought of like the names of like all the internet people who I've like associated with and done stuff with.
Today we're degrading actual people to a letter rank.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Are we about ready to start?
I guess start however you want to, Demi. Just give me a person and we'll think about it.
Let's start with Riely.
Gordy.
Oh.
First, I think
Okay.
we should explain who the person is, like how they relate to your content, how significant they are, and then give them a rank.
Yeah, okay. So, Gordy was one of the regular cast members of the Dickheads podcast season 3, which was Ty Dick Show, like weird troll podcast that I used to go on sometimes just because like I liked talking to people that were on it, even though I'm obviously a big fan of the Dick Show. And Gordy was one of the people who was on that. He also guested on an episode of Largest Issue with a couple of the other people from the Dickheads podcast season 3. Gordy was a pretty cool guy, but you know, he did kind of just like leave the internet completely. Like, I think he's one of like 2 people on this list that just like have no trace left on the internet. And also, like, I only really remember the Largest Issue episode. Like, I don't even remember a lot of his contributions to the Dickheads podcast. Oh, I guess I remember him complaining about Steven Universe.
Based. Put him in S.
Cameron and because, like, Cameron used to talk about Steven Universe on the show all the time, and it would piss him off. Gordy, I'd say it's solid C tier.
C, come on.
Like, not
if they're irrelevant, you gotta put them in like D. Gordy's not relevant.
No, I like Gordy. Put him in C.
This is something
we're also
I'm
rating
actually...
them in terms of like relevance to your lore, like how relevant they are, is like a huge factor.
Relevance and enjoyment is 2 factors.
Did they have a good character arc?
Gordy's character arc was that he deleted his internet presence, which I think is the best character arc of all, really.
The death character arc. I have a feeling that like a lot of these people, Riley's like one of the nicest people in terms of like he can just get along with anybody. So I feel everybody's gonna be ranked highly.
At least anybody who he's gonna have to talk to
lists.
after this.
This is how we decide who he's cutting out of his life.
Who's next?
Asterios.
Okay, Asterios, great guy, famous podcaster, much more famous than me. He guested on an episode of the Mocast, and 2 episodes of the Mocast, and an episode of Pokemon Variety Hour. So that's how he equates to my lore. And Asterios is a great, amazing, funny guy, but he's not particularly relevant to my lore. Despite that fact, he's amazing and funny enough. I won't give him S, which would be what you probably expected, because he's not that relevant, but I will put him in A. A for Asterios.
Very cringe.
I just want to real quickly mention that Miss Demi Gloom has decided to make this in Microsoft Power... sorry, not even. Google Slides. And it's just the worst...
Slides.
It's just the worst thing ever.
This is how I design my websites, okay?
Graphic design is my passion.
The Largest Issue website was designed in Google Slides.
That's true. Alright, Riley, where do we put Xenomorph Jedi?
Okay, so here's the thing about Xenomorph Jedi, right? He's probably one of the one of the few people in this list that I have it that doesn't either like have a podcast that I've been on or has been a co-host on something that I've done. He was a guest on Pixels, like I think once or twice. And the reason why I thought of Xenomorph Jedi is because I'd say he's like my first quantifiable fan. Like he was a fan of me and Gingy's show like right when we started it. He's like the first fan I ever really interacted with in that way. And that's why I remembered him fondly enough to put him on this list. Also, I think Saturn's X. So that's how he's currently relevant to the lore, is that he's Saturn's X, and Saturn is a currently relevant character. So Xenomorph Jedi, my first fan, really special place in my heart for him. I'd say B tier.
Didn't he also like pay for your PlayStation Online subscription?
Yeah, I did. He got like a discounted year of PS Plus, I think, for me and Gingy at some point.
That's kind of dope.
Sweet.
But yeah, that was pretty lit of him.
Penguin.
Penguin.
S.
Yeah, easy S tier. Easy S tier. A good friend of ours, co-hosts on Pixels and Pokemon Variety Hour. She gets it on the Daily podcast. She's done all sorts of stuff with us.
S tier.
Fucking god, not list.
Yeah.
Penguin.
Penguin is like the nicest. Penguin is literally the nicest human being alive.
She's so great. Penguin is the best. God bless the Arctic
And
Bird Wizard.
for the new heads like me, who the fuck is Penguin?
The nicest human alive.
I just told. She's been a co-host on Pixels and on Pokemon Variety Hour. She's guested on the Jelly U podcast. She's done a lot of stuff just in general in the Riely circle.
What exactly did we talk about when she was on the Jelly U podcast, Riely?
Oh yeah, was the Pokemon versus Lions episode, wasn't it?
Yeah. Guess what? Guess what? We brought her in as a mediator, and she sided with me.
But with Pokemon, like, you continue your journey at least in some way. Like, the story goes past when you win the game and the credits roll. Like, you have
story. What story?
Yeah, okay.
Shut up,
Let's actually
no,
talk
what
about that.
story?
I have that written
Shut
down.
the fuck. Never mind. Move it down to F tier real quick for me.
Hell
All right,
no.
Bliss. Who's Bliss?
Bliss. Okay, so Bliss was a co-host of in Arceus We Trust in the return arc, the regrettable return arc. When I returned to that show, he was Cameron's other co-host, and he was funny. Like, he was funny. I just like didn't get along with him personally. I'd say probably equivalent to Gordy. I'd give him C tier.
You're being way too generous with these. Because there's people who are like way better than these people that deserve to be in the same tiers, in my opinion. Alright. Demi Gloom.
Who's next?
F.
Want to explain who Demi Gloom is?
F tier.
I don't know. I feel like there's somebody in this call more qualified than me to explain who Demi Gloom is.
And that person is me. This Demi Gloom is a trash person. F tier.
Easy
Okay.
F tier.
Demi
No,
Gloom
but
is
honestly,
me.
I feel like, okay, I don't know if Debbie's gonna get mad at me for this.
Okay.
I feel like S tier on this list is something you have to truly earn by years of dedicated service to the Riely cinematic universe. Penguin
Fuck
has
off.
definitely earned that. I don't think that Demi Gloom has earned that. I think Demi Gloom's A tier.
Wow. Wow.
You have to put in the work to be an S tier character. You can't just...
Yeah, dude.
Alright, fine. Chubb.
Listen, I can't be too generous. I'd end up putting everybody I currently work with in S tier if I end up being too generous.
Chubb?
That's true.
S
So
tier on
Chubb,
value of name.
so Chubb, who Jason may remember as Yves,
Didn't
was
Chubb
the
like not pay a 12-year-old for editing his video or something?
who? What?
No,
There was
that's
a YouTuber
Riely.
There was a YouTuber named Chubb who like had a 12-year-old edit his videos and he didn't pay him.
But Chubb is like my original British friend. Like, he's the
F-tier
pre-Baz,
British.
probably the better Baz, honestly.
Yes, that's true.
he was part of my circle in like the really early like Pegasus Twitch days. He's just this like angry British guy who I think might be trans now. I don't know. I haven't talked to them in a long time. But regardless, Chubb was funny, but like we kind of had a falling out, and like also I just don't talk to her a lot anymore. So I think I'm comfortable putting them in D tier.
D tier?
Yes.
Okay.
D for dick British people.
Andrew. Who's Andrew?
Andrew
Changes his name too much.
so-
F tier.
Andrew, easy S tier. Andrew, being my one original co-host of Largest Issue in the Galaxy. I've been friends with him for a really long time. We've done a lot of stuff together. Easy S tier, I'd say.
Okay. Atlas. Who's Atlas?
Okay, so Atlas is my
The guy
literal
who carried
best
the
friend.
world on his shoulders.
Yeah, Atlas is my literal best friend. We tried to do a podcast once together. We only ever did one episode, but it was called Fresh Baked Laugh Tracks. We were going to do all the Dan Schneider shows. No, this is not my work husband. Work husband is not on this list. But yeah, Atlas is cool. He was sort of like the third of like the trio that me and Chubb were back in those days, and he was definitely a lot better than Chubb. And I still consider him my best friend, even though we only talk very rarely nowadays. But in terms of relevance to podcasts and like content, definitely does not rank very highly. So I'd say I don't want to put him in anything that low. Let's do B tier.
Jason. Who's Jason?
Jason is this fucking asshole who I know.
I think I could do this pretty well. I got this. Don't worry. Man.
Okay, go ahead.
So you see, Jason is the main antagonist of the Riely and Friends YouTube channel. Now, honestly, at first he was just like a little lingering presence there. Like, you know, I was like, I just edit the video. Blah, 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 blah. But then he slowly more and more leached his way into becoming a personality without even being there via his edits. And honestly, as a character, I think he's gone through some pretty decent character arcs, but they kind of fall flat for me on terms of I was bullshitting my way through them all. But I mean, it was pretty cool when he once literally died and then faced off against an evil clone of himself. That was pretty cool. Overall, though, I'd say it's a solid.
Is that Riely and Friends lore, or is that like
7 or than a 5?
I think that's like deeper, largest issue in the Galaxy cinematic universe lore.
No.
It's the Jelly channel.
Jelly is a spin-off of Riely and Friends.
Of Riely and Friends. Okay.
Is that
Ignore the fact that it's
Jason
more
is an
popular and it's
and
older, but you know.
Jason is easy S tier. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
He'd have his own
I
tier
agree.
if we were on Tier Maker.
Jason
Like
definitely goes up with me. He edits all the videos. He's editing this video
literally
right
fucking
now.
carry this man's online presence. My
Yes,
back
if
is-
it weren't for Jason,
Riley, can you crack my back? It's really sore from carrying your sorry ass.
Brad.
Okay, Brad is my good friend. He's an official co-host on Pokemon Variety Hour. Pretty consistent guest on the largest issue in the Galaxy, and probably one of the best people I know. Even though I know he is an acquired taste, he is one of my closest friends. I've probably known him for the longest out of most of the people on this list. Probably matches up with like Andrew and Atlas and Chubb. Like the oldest known people, and one of the few that I still interact with regularly. Easy S tier for Brad.
No, can we put him to A tier because his microphone is ass?
Yes, actually.
Ian. Who the fuck is Ian?
S.
S tier, easy. Ian is our good
Okay.
friend. He was the co-host of the what used to be the Riely and Ian movie review podcast. He was on Largest Issue a lot. He has unfortunately disappeared off the face of the planet.
I miss him.
We love Ian dearly. Hashtag bring back Ian.
Wherever he is, whatever he's doing, if he is alive, I hope he's doing well.
He was the original Demi Gloom too. Let's not forget
Me
that.
to.
You know how sitcoms sometimes kicks
Demi
off
Gloom
the
is like
main
the
character
discount
and
great
replaces
value
it
version.
with like, yeah, you know how like a sitcom will like kick off the main character and replace them with a shittier character. Yeah.
Yeah, I know a show.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what happened.
You were talking about New
Um,
Girl, right? Where
Yeah, I know a show that did
Jessica
that too.
was,
It's called
replaced with
Largest
Megan
Issue in the
Fox.
Galaxy.
Yeah,
A show that did
that's
that
true.
was 2.5 People.
Oh yeah,
Two
2.5
and a half
Men did
people.
that.
No, 2.5 people. Get the name right.
2.5
2.5. Can't say men anymore.
Alright, anyway.
Alright, Mo. Tell us about Mo.
Let's look at the canon facts.
So bald, lives in a box.
Said the N-word on 4chan.
Word on 4chan, yep. No, Mo's a
Overall,
great guy, host of the
three-based.
Mocast, co-host of Largest Issue in the Galaxy. Pretty based guy. Though at the same time, by the same coin, by the same logic I put Demi Gloom in A, I feel like it would be unfair if I didn't put Mo in A. Because he does not have the years that someone like Penguin and Andrew or Ian do.
He also kind of talks a lot.
He does. You're right.
I don't mind when he does it, except for when we're recording.
No,
All
that's
right.
fair.
Who is Vitro Matt?
Okay, this is one that neither of you know for a fact. So this is a guy who I knew from. So I'm when I was like younger. This is probably like 2, 3, maybe years ago. I made my small regrettable foray into Arrowverse Discord. The point is, he's kind of cringe. Like I still consider him a friend. We interact now and again, but not really a lot. He's kind of cringe, but you know, I wish the guy the best in his YouTube career. He's doing better than I am. He has a lot more subscribers than I do. So more power to you, Vetro Matt. We did Into the Arrowverse podcast together. He was that guy. I know you made fun of me for that podcast existing, Demi Gloom. This is the guy I did it with.
I hope everybody watching this video, everybody on this list watches this video.
This would be
no hard feelings. No hard feelings for Vetro Matt, but like we got to put some people in the lower tiers. So I think Vetro Matt goes in D tier.
Ooh, you heard it here first, folks. Riely and Vetro Matt will face off 1-on-1 cage match this Sunday.
Who's Redux?
Alright, so Redox is just like a chill guy. He's called into my live streams a couple times. He's mostly known in the universe for being a common commenter in my YouTube sphere. Also notable figure in the Monkey Jones Patreon Discord, which Demi Gloom is also in with me. Redox is funny. Just this like super chill, super cool guy. I'd say kind of middle of the road here. He hasn't been on like any podcast or anything, so I guess not really super relevant to the lore. He was just like a name I threw out there. C tier is probably fair.
Okay. We're just gonna completely break the illusion that this isn't anything but fucking Google Slides.
Okay, so Colo he's been in a lot of stuff. He was our original third co-host on Pixels, Polygons, and Fun. Me and Gigi found our third after looking for him for so long. He's also on Variety Hour, and we did the legendary Peg and Colo Are Bored. The best show I've ever done, bar none, except it's probably unlistenable dog shit because we didn't edit it. But I remember it being the best show that we ever did. Colo is great, easily in the same realm as the top tiers here. Easy S tier.
Alright.
Oh, he's
Who's
using
Joey?
the arrow key. S! Top of the tier. At top of the list. I'm sorry, Penguin, you're cool and all, but you are not Joey.
Okay, come on. Joey's not that good. Come on.
Who's Joey?
Mass illusion,
Riely,
bro.
we would not be making this video if it weren't for him. I want you to keep that in mind.
What?
Who is
In what
Joey?
way?
The effects of causality, bro. Remember, you wanted to make your YouTube comeback because I made my channel. He's the reason I made my channel. Listen,
Alright, so Joey, aka the Mass Illusion, aka
No.
Kangaroo Joey.
Yeah.
Great man.
Wait, this is Kangaroo Joey?
Great.
This is the man,
Yes.
the myth, the legend, bro.
Yeah, great. We've done a bunch of videos, the three of us. He was on the first episode of Ghost Gaming Future. Cool guy, overall. I,
guy.
not like memeing like Jason obviously is. Easy A tier, solid A.
Oh my!
Joey's
I'm
cool.
leaving.
John was one of the co-hosts from the original run of In Arceus We Trust. Also, famous Super Mario 64 speedrunner Ayatku. That is his internet alias.
Oh,
that is
this
what he's
is
known
him?
for. This is him, yes. And I really loved him on the show because like the joke was like he wasn't even in Pokemon, and yet Cameron like forced him to be a co-host on this Pokemon show. And like he was just really funny because he had no idea what the fuck he was talking about. Also, just genuine great guy. Like every time I talk to John, I have a good time. Our conversations do not happen often enough. I guess he isn't like as relevant or as important as the people in S tier or even the people in A tier. We can put John in B.
Okay.
I think this ranking will affect his Mario 64 run.
Alright, so Gingy, the guy I started Pixel Polygons and Fun with, probably partly responsible for the current internet career I have in general. I'd say Pixels kind of pioneered the kind of shit that I do now. Pioneered.
My man's a motherfucking bumblebee.
Also, the only like internet friend I've actually met in real life. We went to Podfest together in 2020. Pretty lit. I mean, yeah. What is there to say about Gingy? He's very important to the Riely lore. Easy S tier.
All right.
Saturn. Very common guest on Largest Issue in the Galaxy. Actually met through Pixels channels because, as I said, Xenomorph Jedi is her ex. Saturn, always a great guest. Always a pleasure to talk to. She's always redefining our views on life every time we speak to her. Not
mine,
S tier,
buddy.
not as influential as those people, but easy.
You cut out, buddy. What did you say?
Is he just died? He's gone.
He said easy F tier.
Easy A
That's what he said.
tier.
Easy F tier.
I
Got
said
it.
A tier.
Okay,
A tier.
DJ Skywalker. Who's
F.
that?
Bottom
DJ
of F.
Skywalker, F, yeah, easy, the bottom of F, the complete. DJ Skywalker is a co-host on Pixels, Polygons, and Fun. He's pretty much the reason why I left Pixels, Polygons, and Fun. Complete asshole. F tier.
He's just the worst.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Alright.
that's pretty much it.
That being
Who the fuck
said,
is Go?
that
who
being
the fuck
said,
is-
I'm waiting for DJ to accept my friend request on Discord.
Who the fuck is GoCast Chris?
Okay. GoCast Chris is the host of a pretty damn popular Pokemon Go podcast, the GoCast, and has also guested on Pixels and on Pokemon Variety Hour. Very fun guy. I really enjoyed talking to him the couple of times that I have. His own podcast is really cool. Chris, great guy. Want to talk to him more. Want to get him on Largest Issue at some point. But I guess in terms of relevance, he doesn't really rank that highly. Let's say B tier.
Cool. Vito Harry Otter. Who's Harry Otter?
Yep, there you
It's
go.
an otter that's hairy.
So Harry Otter is the one fan of Largest Issue that exists on this planet. Also, I did a Mario RPG video with him as well. We're gonna do more of that soon, and I believe he's coming on Largest Issue soon as
Riely,
well. Harry Otter. Yes.
you say that all the time. Yeah, we did one video together. We're gonna do more and continue the series, and then it never happens, bro.
Listen, fuck you, okay?
No, I'm calling
now-
you out on this, alright? Bring back Mario RPG, bring back Link's Awakening, bring back Sonic Adventure 2, alright?
Harry Otter, solid, cool guy. His Twitter, hit or miss. But I do enjoy Harry Otter. Seems like a cool guy. Looking forward to having him on the show. B tier, I guess.
Oh no, you don't. Not this time.
Not this time.
And
the
here we
fuck did I
see
just
the
do?
wild Demigloom attempt to fix his broken fucking tier list.
I'm sorry.
He starts by
Why
trying
is it
to
not
drag
dragging? It's won't drag. God damn it!
Just
I'm
put
gonna kill
put
myself.
a C in parentheses right next to his name, or like whatever tier he's getting.
Here, we're doing arrow keys, guys. B tier, okay. Vito Gomez, who's that?
F tier.
So Vito, hey, fuck you. Vito Gomez is the video game historian. He had his own segment on Pixels, Polygons, and Fun. Very good fine. We got married for tax purposes, but that was short lived.
Damn, you guys got a divorce?
We got a divorce like the next week. Do you not remember this? This is important lore.
I guess I missed out on that episode.
Vito Gomez, great character. I had a good time playing Vito on the show. It is just like a character that I did, though, so it definitely does not rank as high as the S or the A's.
Honestly,
come on,
though,
dude.
like, it was not a bad segment at all on the show.
C tier. C tier. Tier for Vito.
Who's Jack? Is this Jack the Ripper?
Yes.
No,
The
this is Jack,
1800s London serial killer. Put him in S tier. He killed... I'm
This
pretty
is-
sure he killed a woman.
This is
at
the
one
Brazil.
point.
This is the Brazilian Power Rangers fan who I talked to a lot. He was a guest on the Jelly podcast. Cool guy. I don't think he's quite S tier. Jack, he's cool. B tier. That's all I'm gonna say. Not F tier, Jesus.
Polka
B tier's
Ranger
getting
Pat.
filled. Poker Ranger Pat, he was my co-host on the first and so far only full season of Poker
What?
Survivor, which is a Poker. I'm sorry?
Sorry, I just got angry that once again you have not continued something.
Listen, we did the whole first season, and then, like, then stuff happened. We did do a full season, though.
Alright, fine. Continue talking about the Discord
Pat-
moderator.
Pat, great guy. Yep, Discord moderator.
Hey guys, please keep the memes out of general.
Who the fuck is... How do you pronounce this person's name?
Anaru. Okay, so Anaru is one of the co-hosts on Pokemon Variety. He was actually introduced to the show because I got so desperate because none of my other co-hosts were doing shows that I said, hey, if anybody literally wants to become a co-host for the show, one trial episode to make sure you're not complete garbage and then you're in. And we got Anaru, who was actually like an established Pokemon podcaster that people already liked, and I guess he wanted to be on my show for some reason. And since then, he's been a really great co-host, and he's been one of the most consistent people to be willing to make Variety Hour stuff, and I really appreciate him. Easy A tier, I'd say.
F
So
tier.
the memes, yeah. The memes obviously bring this a certain place. Baz, we all knew Baz is co-host of the W podcast, British boy, overall menace to society. I don't want to put him in F tier because like he's still like my friends, but I do know that when I think of like the actual like entertainment value of my British friends, I think Chubb was a funnier British friend. So I'd
Also,
say
Baz-
E tier for Baz.
Baz also, like, was just the worst when it came to being a good podcast host. If
Yeah, not
yeah,
great.
He's just, like, he kind of, like, thinks it's his show. If that makes sense.
He kind of overstates his welcome at
No, I
times.
know exactly exactly what you're saying.
He always like interrupts just to talk about something immediately related to him. Like, yo, look at my fucking bicep. It got 1 millimeter bigger because I'm working out every fucking day for 4 hours straight.
That's Baz right there.
Is it?
That's what he looks like.
This is what British people evolve into.
Anyway, so Dakota, co-host of the Rad Movie Review Podcast. So Dakota's very much a fledgling podcaster, and I don't think he's quite hit his stride yet. I think he has potential to go far, but right now he kind of just amounts to being like, yeah, that was good. I like that part.
Great job.
the good movie. I love Dakota. Great. In terms of his showing in the Riely cinematic universe so far, I'd say I want to put him in D, but Demi Gloom, I'm sorry to ask you to do this. I'm gonna need you to put him at top of D, meaning you're gonna have to move the other two to the side, and then.
So now
So now we're ordering them.
Okay, what was
me?
the other one you wanted to order? Oh, you want to put Joey at top of A, right?
Yes.
I think it's too late for that now. There's like 80 things in A
Oh,
tier.
fuck it. We'll do it.
There you go. We're good.
It works about as good as anything is going to fucking work on Google Slides.
The names are all over the place.
I stopped caring after a while. Silas.
Alright, so Silas, very valued IRL friend of mine.
A very
Weirdly
sweaty
enough, we've
individual.
never had like a podcast. Like we have our Twitch show where we live stream video games, the Peg and Dazu show, and he's guested on Largest Issue a few times. Silas, B tier.
Okay.
He's my IRL friend who I value very much in that regard, but I don't think he ranks among the stars in terms of like content.
Cameron Clark.
Cameron Clark. You know, for all the disagreements I have with that guy and his idealisms and his opinions, very funny guy. Like easily very funny. I don't know if he has that much of a Riely universe though. C tier for Cameron Clark. C for Cameron Clark.
Okay. Who the fuck is Will?
Will Smith.
All right, so
star
Will,
of I Am Legend.
Will, aka One, is a friend of Saturn's. He's been on a couple of movie review episodes. I really like talking to him. He's a really fun guy. He has his own show called the Treehouse Podcast where he talks about weed. Great show. Great guy. I really like the 2 movie review episodes we did with him on them, despite the fact that his audio quality is just fucked. In the most recent one that we did, it's just completely fucked. I really like Will. Want to have him on more. B tier.
All right. Beth.
So Beth is, she was, I guess, the main host of the Dickheads podcast season 3. Even though Kevin Clark was pretty much the puppet master. Beth is really funny. I really like dry delivery. She's she always gets a good chuckle out of me when we're on the same show, which obviously hasn't happened in a while. It's pretty much just the Dickheads podcast season 3. I'd say definitely equivalent to like Cameron Clark, C tier. I think that's where a lot of the people from the Cameron Clark verse have ended up naturally, and that makes sense.
Who's Alexis?
Alexis. Okay, so Alexis is the other co-host. Alexis is the other co-host of the Rad Movie Review podcast, and I think me and her do the bulk of the talking. As I said, Dakota's kind of still coming out of his shell. Our dynamic on the Movie Review podcast is pretty great because like we almost never agree. and like we just like argue about movies, and it's great. She's really cool. I know her in real life. She's part of my friend group at work, obviously, as well as Dakota. A tier, easy A tier. She picked up on the podcast game real fast, despite having no experience. I think she ranks among the greats.
She's a fast learner, you say?
A tier
She's
is
a
the
fast
greats,
learner
you
in
say.
the podcast world. A tier is the greats, and then S tier is like the fucking like legends.
Yo,
Alright.
let's go! I'm a legend, bro.
All right. So this one's kind of a cop out. Why? Like, because I have to put a bit of effort. Everybody's mad at me.
Okay.
This is gonna
But
be
despite
good.
that fact. Okay. So Cameron, host of an RCS we trust. I'm not gonna get into all that drama. Want to know that drama? Do people who don't give a shit. Obviously not a person people like morally, and I understand why, of course. But thinking it ostensibly from a point of view of what an RCS we trust was as a show, and like how that dynamic was, I guess that pretty much was my start. Like Pixels is like the most like currently relevant thing that I think was connected to my current career. But in RCS we trust was my first like real podcast, like with other people. And I think it holds up pretty well for being that, and I think Cameron was a big part of why. I'm not going to rank him too highly, obviously, because again, drama reasons. We'll put him in E tier. Make sure he stays below Baz, because Baz is not as bad as he is, but E tier.
I'm pretty sure he was once the main antagonist for a few runs.
He was the main antagonist for a few arcs. Yeah.
Then he got written off, and I took his place.
Who is Get Stabbed?
What the fuck? That's a
Stabs
fucking
another Cameron
username.
Clark for. It gets Stabs another Cameron Clark verse character, probably the funniest of them, to be honest. I really love Get Stabbed. So Get Stabbed goes in C tier, but above Cameron Clark and Beth. I think he's my favorite from the Dickhead season 3, besides another one who we'll get to.
Grant,
the audio engineer of largest issue in the galaxy. Very, very funny guy. Did not last very long on the show, unfortunately, because he has other shit in his life going on. I really like Grant. Funny guy. Every time I interact with him, it's a pleasure. It's a joy. Does not rank him above, but I'd say B tier is pretty solid for.
Hey,
Alex.
what do you think about his replacement?
not a big fan of that
We
guy.
already talked about his replacement. We already talked about both of his.
Earlier on, Riely said that
Like
Grant was better. He said that while we were making this.
Yeah, but you see, there's one thing you're missing. He's wrong.
I said Grant was better, like as like a show personality,
But you see, I am
like
better
in
at
the
being an
established role of
asshole.
audio engineer. That's true. Alex, Andrew's ex-girlfriend, who we had on the podcast once. I think she only barely reaches the requirements of being like acceptable as a member of this list.
I think
she's like kind of
S
funny,
tier.
I guess. She can go. I don't think she's
She's
S
been a
tier.
bit.
She can go in
She's
C
been.
tier.
She was the largest issue bit for a while, like just the existence of
Yeah.
her.
No, she's great, but like, yeah, C tier.
Alex is
It's
my
about
bestie.
Her
If Alex is watching this, she's my favorite human being of all time.
Alex is cool. Tomas, this is the person I was referring to. Tomas, he. I also know him from the Cameron Clark verse, but Tomas transcends those folks. Tomas is a perfect good boy. Love Tomas. Don't at him. Don't.
He
do
is
it.
also
You
a
will
runner-up
die.
for nicest human alive.
Yeah, Tomas is up there for nicest human. Easy A tier for Tomas. I feel like he's gonna be mad that I didn't put him in S tier, but that's okay. Easy A tier for Tomas.
Oh boy, Jenny,
Okay, so Jenny is
just barely Riley verse. Just barely.
Just barely Riley Burr. She was on one episode of Largest Issue and one episode of another thing that'll come out soon. I don't know about this one, Chief.
I like her way more than you.
I don't even know why
do.
we put her on the list. I feel like I think you like her more than I do, and I could like her more. I just don't really know her that well, and my limited experiences with her have been varied in
You don't like her. Just say it. Just say you don't like her. She's probably not.
No, I don't like. I do like her.
I'll say it for you. She is dumb and stupid, and I don't like her. Wow, Riley, why would you say that about
she's fun.
A nice person? Gosh.
She's funny, but I don't think I can rank her highly just compared to like the other people in the higher tiers. So I go D tier for Jenny. I don't even know why Heartsy qualifies for this. Just because like the internet friends, I guess. Heartsy's really funny. I mean, I just don't think he's that relevant to Bumpy. Fuck. I think of Heartsy and I think of Bumpy. They're like interchangeable individuals. I don't think Heartsy has a lot of relevance to the Riely verse. So we'll put him in C tier, middle of the road. I would like him to be relevant to the Riely verse. He's invited to come on whatever he fucking wants.
Robin.
He's invited to come play Shadow the Hedgehog with us.
No. It's over. Robin.
Robin, co-host of the MoCast, easy A tier. Like, no, really funny, really cool. Easy A tier.
Alright. Daniel. Excuse me.
Okay. Daniel's maybe one of the funniest people I've ever met. Daniel's so great. He was a co-host on the original run of An Arceus We Trust, and he was also a co-host on Ghosts of Gaming Future. And I don't know, I think he's really fucking funny. I think he's almost, even though... Oh... Put him in S tier. Fuck it, I don't care. Put him in S tier. Funniest guy.
Noah.
Oh god. S tier because he admits such chaos.
So Noah's an old IRL friend of mine, been on Largest Issue, thug child who told us about how he went to juvie. Great man. I almost want to rank him kind of low.
Why?
Because every time he comes on Largest Issue, it either ends up kind of feeling awkward or he literally ruins it, like that one time. Just kind of like destroyed it that one time, and then we had to scrap that episode. Noah's alright. We'll put him in. So C tier's getting kind of packed, but like, yeah,
we can
C-tier.
put him in there. We'll find a way. Spicy salts.
S tier.
So no comment on Spicy Salt's situation. I've heard conflicting reports. I don't want to make any comments on whether I think he did or didn't do whatever X thing. In terms of his appearances in the Riely verse, I think he's a pretty middle of the road Largest Issue guest. I'd probably put him. I don't want to. I guess D tier. Just put him in D tier.
D tier?
Yeah. See, I don't know him that well. I don't even know like what's going on with him. But an experience I remember having was I checked in on one of Riley's Twitch streams, and literally like 2 seconds after it like loaded, I just see in the chat Spicy Salt sent a message, and it was just the soft N word, and that and that's my most notable interaction with Spicy Salt. I mean, I've actually talked to him, but that was my most notable interaction, and for that I want to put him in S tier.
Val's co-host on Pixels. She's cool. She's funny. We've kind of had our disagreements, and I guess Jason has also had disagreements with her, considering he wants to put her in F tier. I think she's really funny though. Like, I'd say easy B tier.
Okay.
Her Largest Issue appearance was pretty great. I liked ripping on Colo.
I don't think
her.
like I don't know how she is on Largest Issue, but when she was on Pixels, like, can't really think of like any good moments.
Odin.
I can't think of any good moments from Pixels.
True.
Yeah. I'm kidding. Buy Odin's Beard, my good friend, co-host of Pokemon Variety Hour, co-host of Pixels, Polygons, and Fun. The man with the beard himself. I'd say Odin has easily earned A tier. Really funny guy. Always a treat to have him on Variety Hour. Probably out of all the people on Variety Hour that I do like just one-on-one shows with, Odin always ends up being like the funniest. And I guess now we gotta rank me, and I'm just gonna let Demi, Gloom, and Jason talk this out, and I'm not gonna argue where they rank.
Alright, I'm gonna be honest, like, he hasn't really evolved as a character, and that honestly makes me feel like, I'd get that some characters in, like, anime like Luffy from One Piece, like, don't change that much, but honestly, I don't think that's kind of like, I don't think that's like Riely to just, like, not change at all. I think it's honestly lazy writing from the creator, and, yeah, that's what I have to say. What about you, Demigloom?
I think he's kind of, well, he's fat. He's kind of stupid.
True.
He's not very intelligent.
That's also true.
He's just not that entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, out of all these characters, he kind of just ranks low.
I do think it's kind of funny that he had to rebrand his channel because he's so bad at making content, he has to rely on other people.
Yeah, no, genuinely, like, his content fucking sucks. Branding is terrible. Like, his YouTube channel is so...
He also is very... he's afraid of commitment.
That's true. And his fucking channel is, like, just a fucking dumpster. Like, his main channel needs to be a second channel or an After Dark channel or something. Like... His main channel has like stream archives as well as scripted content, and it's just like a sea.
His main channel is all over the place.
There's like no organization. There's no like separation between just like fucking bullshit. There's like no quality control. I think that's the word I'm looking for. There's no quality control on his main channel, and it's fucking annoying. The fucking Riely podcast mega feed, that was a terrible idea too. The whole concept.
I don't have any problems with that.
The fucking cover is terrible. All of his art
definitely don't.
Like the audio quality and like the editing of his videos is fucking terrible. Like, what is he paying somebody?
Videos or podcasts?
Both. Just any editing Riely related is terrible, and any art, like any like art and graphic design that's like related to the Riely exclamation point brand is just fucking awful. Honestly, I give him F tier. That's where I want to put him. What do you think, Jason?
Above DJ.
Above DJ? Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Below Larry the Libertarian? Come on.
Larry the Libertarian!
Larry the Libertarian is a funny guy.
I mean, honestly though, you know what? Top of F tier.
Why? Why do you guys hate Larry so much?
I don't know him.
Hey, Larry gets to be over DJ.
Do you not know who Larry the Libertarian is, Jason?
No, and I don't give a shit.
This is how we get Ian back, is this video. Ian's gonna see it.
Put him to the top of S tier. Boost the power.
Yes! Yes!
This isn't funny.
Listen,
power is rising.
It's not meant to be funny. It's our coping mechanism because we miss him dearly.
Fuck you, Penguin.
Whoa!
Hey,
you can't say that. That's blasphemy.
Penguin is the best. But anyway, thank you for watching, everybody.
Yeah, come back next time when we rank minorities.
Yes!